Okay, so we have a question from Sarah, and I'm going to read it out loud. What patterns, beliefs, or energetic blocks are currently influencing my ability to take action and bring my ideas into reality? And what are the deeper root causes of these challenges across this lifetime or others? And then she gave a little bit of background. I feel like I have great ideas, but no follow through. Or when I do start to take action, I find myself in a minefield of obstacles keeping from moving forward. For instance, I decide I want to start running, I immediately twist my ankle, or the weather goes bad. I decide to focus on my business, and my husband gets sick, and I have to use all my free time taking care of him. It's been an ongoing occurrence for as long as I can remember. I have great ideas for business, but never have the money or resources to fund them or follow through. Am, am I just supposed to help others succeed and stay where I am, just hovering above poverty level? So we are going to tune in for maybe like 8 minutes and see what we get. Would anybody like to go first?
Okay, so what I got was there's a lot of learned behavior. You are the mom that everyone goes to for answers. You've always been the quote unquote the adult, even when you were young. And they want you to remember what it was like to play free. Take time for yourself, let the others do the same. They can learn to cope. You need to take care of you. Um, Underlined, you are not everyone's savior. Um, Even if it's a slow process, show the others that they can cope, they can handle it on their own. You have things to do, and they're important. Um, Take time to notice the small things, not just every day, like doing the dishes and doing chores and everything like that, but literally take time out, go listen to the birds, go watch the clouds roll by, watch the bees, slow down, take a breath. This is a really big one. This came in really strong. Breathe. Breath work. Get back to being you, the real Sarah. Not who everyone expects you to be, but who you are really deep down inside. Who are you? Choose how you describe yourself. This was really important. This was like shouting at me. Capital letters, everything. Everything that you say after I am is what you truly believe about yourself. So follow I am with every positive thought you could ever think of. Um, and the last little thing that I always tell everybody is change your mind, change your self-talk, and change your life. And that's me.
Thank you, Lisa. Anybody want to go next?
I can go next. Okay. They said she doesn't want these things to come to fruition because there's a fear she needs to work through. It's the fear of failure. If it never happens, then she can't fail. So roadblocks come up manifested through the subconscious mind to interfere with any of her ideas even getting started. It's the subconscious creation, and it's a normal thing. The mind says if it doesn't happen, then it won't fail, and I won't have to deal with what comes next. It's the term putting your eggs all in one basket. She fears if these ideas of hers don't work, then what next? What would she have to look forward to? So the subconscious is using this as protection of the unknown. And I asked for advice, and they said, we want to say to her, we want her to say to herself, if one thing doesn't work, I am safe to try another way. Just because one part may not work doesn't mean it all doesn't work. That reminder, creating that safety, will be a reprogramming. And once she feels that safety and operates from that space, things will start to flow as they should. Everything you can do or be is already set. It's just about reworking the inner mind. Desires are placed within the heart because they are already at play. Sometimes you just got to step out of the way and let them express naturally through you. And don't forget to ask for help because you aren't alone.
Mm,
And I'm complete.
thank you, Clara. Kathy, or I can go, wherever. Okay. All right. So I got a mirror and indicates sort of uh, a blockage having to do with comparison. Worried also, I got the phrase worried about perfection. Um, and the guidance is to look at yourself in the eyes of your higher self. And similar to what Clara says, the obstacle is fear. Um, and I got an image of you throwing yourself off the precipice in a good way, knowing that you will fly. And it says demonstrate faith by allowing imperfection to just exist. Um, and then it says tune into all the ways in which fear creeps into all your decisions, or in your decisions, in your words, in your actions. And I was shown a sword and the phrase cut through crap, like just like a warrior. um it also acknowledges in a very loving way that you are a maker and a shaker, and you need to step into the role that you carved for yourself for this lifetime. um, I was also shown that at some point in the past life, maybe you lost everything and that there's a fear of losing everything. I almost see that like maybe you lost your life in a very like it's a really interesting like catastrophic the word catastrophic manner came through, um and it was because you stuck your neck out, like you did something for someone else. You did extra, you like stepped out. So in this life, taking a leading role is a challenge that you place for yourself. um Working on the imagining faculty, and I sort of was going to write imagination, but it was imagining faculty. And then I asked like different like what ways, and the guidance for that was journaling, very much a lot of um, caution about watching your words, and maybe starting there, like watching your words and the words that you use with others or describing yourself. Again, it was take on the role of your higher self. um, I was shown this picture, and I'm not sure if this means anything to you, Sarah, but you were surrounded by so many flowers. And this might be another sort of past life situation where you're surrounded by so many flowers. They were almost like yellow flowers. They were like this small. And it was almost like up to your neck in flowers. And it showed that you were loved and adored. And sisters and other women were not happy with the amount of attention that you received. So again, it's like that whole idea of sticking, you didn't want to stick out and you weren't comfortable in that role. Um, so I do get a sense that you challenge yourself in this lifetime to rise and not shy from the role of sticking your neck out, you know. It also says gather your gifts from this lifetime and others. So in this lifetime, you have the opportunity to gather your gifts, and they are available. The word harvest your gifts also came through from many lifetimes. Uh, I was trying to get a sense of your guides, and I did get two males, and I was trying to, I always kind of get sense of humor, but they did not seem like to have a very, like a like kind of good sense of humor. They're somewhat serious but young. I don't know. Um, and then the way they describe you is heart of gold. Very loving towards you, but like Sarah's, heart of gold. Um, compassion towards yourself, um, and then lots and lots of guidance on like everything starting from this ripple of love, like they they recognize that you're trying to be loving, but they're saying that like a ripple, and I'm shown like this ripple in a water, the love will reach outwards if you work on just that love of you. So you will do great things from starting with self-love. Um, and then the last one was I was shown a stork, no, like one of those birds that are um I don't know, they're white and they have long legs, and um and every time I thought about it I was having this tingling on the top of my head, and just the word magnificent. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it's like one of those really majestic kind of birds. um I think what was trying to be communicated was more like the feeling that you get when you see a majestic bird. So that was my reading. Kathy?
My internet is a little unstable a bit, so I
Okay,
hope
well, I'll
that,
let you know if anything cuts out. Is that okay?
okay. Yeah, and yeah, let me know if I need to fill anything in. Um, so right away, Sarah, when we started, I felt sadness, big sadness, and I saw a fire, and in a past life, there was a fire, and obstacles now in this lifetime feel like you're in a fire, so you're trying to put them out in that sense. You have to walk, and what I was hearing the Akashic Master say is you have to walk through the fire. No, you are not meant to live just above the poverty line. Um, your words, your words are powerful. Be careful how you choose them. Your soul is trying to learn how to put out the fires that came up as obstacles because it didn't, because you weren't able to put out that fire in a past life. You couldn't put it out. Please stop blaming yourself for that. You lost a child in that fire, and she does not need to forgive you because you did not cause the fire and you did all you could to save her. You tried to walk through the fire. It was too much. It was her destiny in that lifetime. She wants you to forgive yourself and know that you can put out the obstacle fires that you're going through now that are meant to test your resolve that you contracted for before coming into this lifetime. Taking care of others is part of your business, is part of and business in quotes also. When you hurt your ankle, that was because you needed to pivot to walking, not running. Stop running. We don't want you to keep running. We miss you connecting with us, with yourself. You used to do that more. Please come back and listen. Trust us and trust yourself. Obstacles are not fires now, they are only hurdles in this lifetime that must be maneuvered and navigated. Just keep adjusting until you find the right groove, so to speak, like a bicycle tire in a track. And instead of running, try bicycling in nature, not on an inside stationary bike. instead of running. We want you to stop running. The path won't always be smooth. When it's rough with obstacles, that doesn't mean that what you want to try isn't meant to be. It just means obstacles need to be there because they are hurdles that need to be jumped. And that was in quotes. They start small so that when the bigger ones come, you'll have more practice. This spiritual work that you are doing is hard, but it's all practice to get you into the flow. Have yourself a good cry when you need it. Kathy's tears now have already started the flow for you. Please continue it. The sadness, Sarah, so you know about me, I feel things in my body and in emotions a lot. And I've just been really feeling the sadness. And as I was speaking it, feeling the emotions, your emotions, and theirs for you. Kathy's tears have started the flow for you. Please continue it. Have yourself a good cry. And those are Kathy's words. So that was how we related that they're relating that to you. The sadness and the grief that from that past life fire that was mentioned at the beginning needs to be acknowledged and felt at the deepest level of who you are so that you can accept it and transmute through it.
Thank you, Kathy.
Complete.
Are you complete? Okay. All right. Does anybody have anything they want to add? Just having heard the other readers, and if not, we can do anything.
I really felt the take care of yourself, Sarah. Also, not that you can't help take care of others. It's just there's a lot there that you need to that they were saying that they need and want you to care for yourself as much as caring for others.
I find it interesting that we had some parallels, with a lot of our messages. It's almost like we got to see Sarah from different perspectives. So, and we say it differently, but it's like the same. And there were a lot of similarities.
I was hoping somebody brought some past life stuff because I didn't have time to do it. And I was like, there has to be somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. It was very, it was a surprise for me.
Very nice. That was beautiful.